What's up, guys? Today we're talking about running 5 kilometers in under 20 minutes. First things first, you gotta have the 3 fundamental things in place before you're gonna start training for this and whenever you're gonna run this. You gotta be drinking enough water consistently so that you're pissing at least 10 times a day, clear. You gotta get at least 10 grams of carbohydrates per kilo of body weight per day in your diet. You wanna keep your fat low, protein low, you wanna stay lean, you wanna be light. But you want to make sure you're eating enough carbs so that you got the energy to do the training and to perform. And third, get enough sleep. I recommend 10 hours a night if you can get it, even more if you can get it, but I shoot for 10 hours on average every night. 9, do what you can, but get as much sleep as you possibly can. Those 3 things, keep in mind at all times. All right, into the training, different types of runs that you're going to do. I've just got some things written down here, so I might be glancing down here. Speed work, you want to do speed work. I like doing, 400 meter repeats, 800 meter repeats, 1 kilometer repeats with like say a minute or 2 rest between these things. So 400 meters, for those you don't know, that's a lap around standard track. So you find your race pace, which is going to be 4 minutes per kilometer, right? Because if you want to run, 5 kilometers in 20 minutes, that's 4 minutes per kilometer. So you want to do these repeats at slightly faster than that pace. So, if you're doing 1 lap around the track at 4-minute pace, that's going to be 1 minute and 36 seconds. So 1 lap in 1 minute and 36 seconds, that's the pace that you need to be running. So you want to be doing these at slightly faster than that. You can maybe do them at like 1:30 or something like that, right? So 1 lap around the track, 400 meters in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then you could repeat that, you could build off that. Start with doing 1 of those, see how it goes. And just build it up until you start feel comfortable with that. Then you can move on to doing 800 meter repeats, where you do 2 laps in say 3 minutes. Faster. It's faster than the pace. And then you could do 1 kilometer repeat. So you do 2.5 laps around the track is 1 kilometer. So if you do that in slightly faster than 4 minutes. See if you can do 1 kilometer in under 4 minutes, and then take a minute or 2 rest, and then see if you can do 5 of those. That's a good session to work up to. Like once you can do 5 1 kilometer repeats with say a minute rest in between them, then you're not too far off being able to run. Just take out the rest and then take out the 1 minute rest between each one, and then you've got it, right? So so you could do those types of sessions where you're just running repeats at the track and just build up that way. I will say with all this track work stuff, track work is really important, because if you're running with a Garmin and you're using like your pace and distance off your Garmin, GPS is really not reliable. Like when I ran my sub 20-minute 5K, the actual time, because I had the Garmin on, I was running laps, so I knew exactly how far I'd gone and how long, was 19 minutes and 40 seconds, because I went faster at the end, so 19 minutes, 40 seconds. But on Strava, it said that I did it in 19 minutes and 1 second. That's a huge difference. And if you're doing training, like when I look back on my training runs on Strava, the pace is like way off. You got to get on the track with a watch, and you got to do the training there to make sure that you're running at the right pace, so you train yourself to run at the right speed, not too fast, not too slow, whatever. So yeah, always make sure you are getting in some speed work actually on a track. If you can, hopefully you've got a track somewhere near you. It's worth driving to one if you need to, or don't drive, ride your bike, of course. But anyways, drive if you really have to, but whatever. So that's the first speed work thing that I do. Another one is Aussie quarters. I want to tell you guys, I've found this on, somebody posted it. I think it was a friend of a friend who was commenting on something, but anyways, neither here nor there. Aussie quarters, so you run 1 lap, which is a quarter mile, that's why they call it Aussie quarters, 400 meters, faster than your 5K pace. So let's call that at 3:50 pace instead of 4-minute pace. So you're running 1 lap in 1 minute and 32 seconds, and then 200 meter quick recovery. So 200 meter quick recovery is like 200 meters, half a lap around the track at 56 seconds, so just under a minute, and that's like 5 minute 10 second per kilometer pace. So it's like recovery, but like you're sort of not fully recovered. And so you do 4 to 6 repeats of that, or you can start with just doing whatever, just build up from it. But the idea is that you're doing like the speed work, but you're not fully recovering. So this is a really helpful session to do, and I really enjoy it. Time seems to like fly by, right? So it's a really good session to do. So yes, and you start with the 200. So start with 200 meters in 56 seconds, give or take, just under a minute, and then 400 meters in 1 minute and 32 seconds. Got it? So anyways, that's what that workout is. And then you just repeat, you don't stop between those. You just keep going. 400 meters hard, 200 meter recovery. 400 meters hard, 200 meter recovery. Do 4 or 6 of those, see how it goes. And another session that I like, I did this, Ted Carr showed me this one. It's like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 session. So you do 5 laps, 400 meters without stopping, 5 laps, each lap at 2 minutes. So you start at 2 minutes per lap, pretty easy pace. And then you take 90 seconds rest is what we were doing. You can modify this if you want, but say we did 5 laps, each lap taking 2 minutes, and then after you finish that, take 90 seconds rest, and then do 4 laps, each lap taking 1 minute and 50 seconds. So you're like taking off 10 seconds. So you do 4 of those without stopping. After that, you stop, take a 90-minute rest, 3 laps at 1 minute 40, so per lap. So 1 minute 40 per lap, 3 laps without stopping, 90-minute rest, 2 laps at 1 minute 30 per lap, 90-minute rest, 1 lap at 1 minute 20 per lap, and then you're done. And with all this speed work stuff, keep in mind you definitely want to get a good warm-up in, probably say 3-4 kilometers warm-up, just really easy, and then cool down as well afterwards. So yeah, those are my favorite sort of speed work sessions that I do at the track. I'm really, really like a huge fan of running at the track at least once or twice a week to do some speed work. And it's made a huge difference in my running. And when I stop doing it, I really feel the difference. And when I am doing it consistently, I feel a lot better when I'm running. I feel a lot stronger. So that's sort of the main thing. Get a speed work session in once a week, and it'll make a huge difference. And just keep building on these different types of sessions. You can mix it up to keep it interesting. So there's 3 speed work sessions that I like to do. Okay, you also want to be doing tempo runs. So what's like a tempo pace if you're wanting to run a 5 kilometers in under 20 minutes? It's about 4 minutes and 15 seconds per kilometer. So do some tempo runs at that pace. Say maybe start with like 1 kilometer, see if you can do it, whatever. Just start with whatever you can do. And then, maybe 3 kilometers, 4, 5, 6 kilometers, tempo runs. Also doing a nice, maybe 3 kilometer warm up before getting into the tempo pace. And then, do one of these tempo runs every week as well. You can sort of maybe have a speed work session, maybe on Saturday, and then sometime in the middle of the week do like a tempo run, so that they're sort of, opposite ends of the week. And then probably want to have a couple just easy runs a week, maybe 5 minute, 10 second per kilometer pace, maybe doing like, 6 kilometers, 7, 8 kilometers at that pace, just to get the, get the distance in throughout the week, and allow yourself time to recover. These runs should be pretty easy. You don't want to be going hard all the time, so it's good to do a couple of these runs every week. Maybe the day after you do the tempo run, and the day after you do the day after you do speed work, you could take a recovery day or do some cross training, which is another thing that I want to get to. But yeah, you want to have a couple of easy runs in, maybe 5 minute, 10 seconds per kilometer pace is a good pace to go for. And a long, slow distance run, otherwise known as LSD run, just whatever pace you feel like, just like nice and slow, go for long distance, do one of these once a week just to get, doing the distance really helps as well, just to improve your overall, aerobic fitness. So yeah, if you think you want to run 5 times a week, let's see, do 1 speed work session, 1 tempo run, 2 easy runs, and then 1 long slow distance. And then you could have, maybe a couple cross training days if you want to train every day, or you could do a double or whatever, or you could omit, take away one of the runs and then add in some cross training. Cross training is really great if you do cycling or swimming or some other sport, or if you have some kind of, get a niggle, like a little bit of pain in your feet or your legs or whatever, sometimes you just have to switch it up and do something other than running. So it's good to have another sport that you're into to be able to do some cross training if you need to, just so you're still maintaining your fitness and getting fitter. Also strength training, it's good to do some core exercises, things like squats, even like upper body stuff like push-ups, pull-ups, just body weight strength training stuff. It can go a long way, just to help your running. And yeah, the last thing is just recovery, because you don't really gain anything when you do these hard sessions. You're basically you're ripping your muscle, and then you're weaker after that session, and then it's only after, of course, you recover that you're stronger. So that's why it all comes back to sleep, water, sugar, and also things like yoga, stretching, foam rolling, using a tennis ball on the bottom of your foot just to keep your muscles all loose and without not being too tight. If you're like me and you're in Thailand, then you can go for Thai massage, something like that. But yeah, just always make sure that you're getting in that recovery. So yeah, I feel like this video is long enough. I tried to cover a lot of stuff, so if you're still with me here, then you're definitely serious about running a sub 20-minute 5K. So best of luck to you. If you have any questions or comments, post them down below. I'm not a professional runner by any stretch of the imagination. I just have run a sub 20-minute 5K before, so I figured I'd do a video just to get some of the stuff out there that has worked for me. So yeah, I hope you find some of these sessions, especially the speed work sessions, to be interesting if you haven't done any of those before. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.